In a world that never pauses, where the noise of criticism and self-doubt often drowns out our inner peace, it's essential to remember one powerful truth. Your perception of yourself shapes your reality. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about a fundamental principle of Stoicism that teaches us the art of resilience through self-mastery. Every day, we face a barrage of expectations and comparisons, which can lead to a skewed perception of our own worth. But what if I told you that within you lies the power to reset this perception and reframe the narrative of your life into one of strength and acceptance? Today, we're going to explore how to harness this power by delving into the Stoic practice of turning inward and questioning our responses to external pressures. This approach isn't about ignoring the negative, it's about transforming it into a tool for personal growth. By the end of this discussion, you'll not only see yourself in a new light, but also understand how to apply these ancient principles to modern challenges, creating a life filled with more acceptance and less self-rebellion. Join me as we embark on this journey of self-discovery, where we'll unravel the layers of our self-perception and stitch them back together with threads of wisdom handed down through millennia. Together, we'll learn to see not just the beauty in our strengths, but also the value in our vulnerabilities. This is not just a call to action. It's an invitation to a transformation that begins within the walls of your own thoughts. If you appreciate the insights and the journey we're embarking on today, a simple free favor I'll ask from you is to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't want to skip any part of this video, as each moment is crafted to bring you closer to truly understanding and transforming how you see yourself. Let's go. Understanding why we sometimes struggle to love ourselves requires a deep dive into our past, often revealing that the root causes are external. Think about it. A casual, perhaps thoughtless comment from someone we respected, a moment of embarrassment in front of peers, or a series of negative interactions over time. These can all leave marks on our self-perception. It's important to recognize that while these moments shape us, they do not have to define us permanently. Stoicism teaches us a valuable lesson here. We do not control external events, but we have the power to control our reactions to them. Stoic philosophy emphasizes examining life's experiences critically and without bias. This means looking back at those specific instances that have contributed to a negative self-image and understanding them from a new perspective. What were the circumstances? What might the other person have been going through at the time? By detaching ourselves from the immediate emotional response and viewing the situation more objectively, we can begin to see that these events do not carry intrinsic judgments about our worth. This step of reflection isn't about assigning blame or dwelling in the past. Rather, it's about gaining clarity. When we take the time to think about the experiences that have shaped our self-esteem, we often see that our negative self-perceptions are not reflections of our true selves, but rather reactions to specific events. This understanding is crucial as it lays the groundwork for transforming these perceptions. By practicing this Stoic method of reflection, we empower ourselves to start rewriting the narrative of our self-image. This doesn't mean denying that painful things happened or that they hurt us. Instead, it's about acknowledging these events and choosing not to let them dictate our self-worth going forward. We learn to separate our value from our experiences, recognizing that our worth as individuals is not diminished by the actions or words of others. As we engage in this reflective process, we take the first crucial steps toward healing and reclaiming our self-esteem. Each insight gained through this practice not only helps to weaken the hold of past hurts, but also strengthens our resilience, equipping us with the tools to face future challenges with a more grounded sense of self. This is the beginning of a journey toward not just accepting, but truly loving ourselves, guided by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Engaging in a dialogue with your younger self can be an incredibly transformative exercise, bridging the gap between therapeutic practices and Stoic wisdom. Imagine for a moment that you could travel back in time and picture yourself sitting across from the child you once were. Observe their hopes, fears, and the simplicity of their world. What would you say to this younger version of yourself? This exercise isn't just about imparting wisdom. It's about offering the compassion and understanding that perhaps was needed but not received at that time. You might start by acknowledging their feelings of being misunderstood or overlooked. It's powerful to tell them it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to be you, complete with all your emotions and thoughts. You are worthy of attention and love, not for your achievements or what you can do, but simply for being you. This simple affirmation can be deeply soothing to your inner child, who may have internalized negative experiences as personal faults. This conversation is a core practice of Stoic thought, focusing on the concepts of self-acceptance and resilience. Stoicism teaches us to embrace our experiences, including our responses to past events, with a sense of detachment and understanding. It encourages us to view every experience as a part of our philosophical journey, helping us grow into wiser, more compassionate beings. As you engage in this mental dialogue, try to truly listen to your younger self. What are their dreams, fears, and desires? How have these early experiences shaped the person you are today? By understanding these elements, you can start to heal old wounds. You'll likely find that many of the insecurities that trouble you as an adult began as simple misunderstandings from when you were younger. Reassuring your younger self that they have inherent worth, independent of external validation, is an exercise in building Stoic resilience. It fortifies the understanding that our worth isn't contingent on the fluctuating opinions of others or the whims of fate. Instead, our value is a constant, rooted deeply in our existence and our nature as rational, thoughtful beings. This exercise isn't just about healing, it's about strengthening. By affirming your value to your past self, you reinforce your own resilience in the present. You acknowledge that while the past may have shaped you, it does not have to define you. Each moment of understanding and acceptance lays down a brick on the path to a more secure, self-compassionate future, paving the way for a life led with Stoic wisdom and emotional freedom. Each of us has aspects of ourselves that we've been conditioned to view negatively. Maybe it's something as simple as your height, the sound of your voice, or the way you laugh. Whatever it is, it's time to address these feelings head-on. Stoicism offers a powerful perspective here, teaching us that our perceptions are within our control, even when external circumstances are not. This means we have the ability to reshape how we see our supposed flaws. Imagine the freedom of redefining what you've always seen as a weakness. For instance, if you've always been self-conscious about being taller or shorter than average, consider this: your height is a natural part of what makes you uniquely you. It doesn't need to be a source of shame, but can be seen as a distinctive trait that adds to your individuality. You might start to tell yourself, "My height is part of what makes me who I am, and I accept it fully." This kind of affirmation is a powerful step in rewriting the internal narratives that dictate how we feel about ourselves. Stoicism teaches us to detach our self-worth from things beyond our control and to focus instead on our virtues and actions. By doing so, we can turn what we perceive as vulnerabilities into sources of strength. Instead of seeing a trait as a flaw, we can view it as a feature that contributes to our unique character, one that we can own and even take pride in. This transformation is not about denying that certain traits can make life challenging, but about changing the energy we invest in these traits from negative to positive. When we stop seeing our differences as liabilities and start embracing them as intrinsic parts of our narrative, we build a stronger, more resilient self-image. This process creates a fortress of self-esteem, a place where external opinions and criticisms have a much harder time penetrating because our foundation is built on acceptance and understanding. As you practice this step, remember that it's okay to feel uncomfortable at first. Changing deep-seated beliefs about ourselves isn't easy and doesn't happen overnight. However, each small step in accepting and valuing our uniqueness is a brick in the fortress we are building around our self-esteem. Over time, you will find that these traits no longer trigger insecurity, but instead evoke a sense of personal authenticity and pride. This is the power of Stoic resilience, turning what the world calls weaknesses into pillars of strength. At this point in our journey, it's crucial to focus on the art of self-compassion, which is essentially about showing up for yourself in the kindest way possible. Think about it. How often do we genuinely check in with ourselves? How frequently do we ask ourselves, without judgment, how am I really doing? Just as you would inquire about a dear friend's well-being with genuine concern and empathy, it's vital to extend that same level of care and attention to yourself. Self-compassion is not just about being kind, it's about being forgiving and supportive of your own journey, recognizing that the path to self-improvement and happiness is often non-linear and fraught with challenges. Stoicism, with its emphasis on mindfulness and presence, teaches us to focus on what we can control. One of the most empowering aspects we control is our thoughts about ourselves. The Stoics advocate for a perspective that encourages us to observe our thoughts and emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. This mindfulness allows us to respond to our internal experiences. As we continue this journey, let's delve deeper into the idea of embracing your authentic self. Living authentically means honoring who you are at your core, beyond societal expectations and external pressures. This means embracing your quirks, preferences, and unique traits without fear of judgment. A key part of self-love and authenticity is embracing vulnerability. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from accepting our vulnerabilities and using them as a source of growth. By acknowledging our fears and insecurities, we can confront them head-on and transform them into sources of strength. For example, if you struggle with public speaking, instead of viewing it as a weakness, consider it an opportunity to grow. Embrace the discomfort and use it to develop resilience. Recognize that vulnerability is a natural part of the human experience, and that facing it can lead to profound personal growth. Mindfulness is another crucial aspect of self-love and Stoic practice. By being present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, you can gain clarity and insight into your true self. Stoicism encourages us to practice mindfulness as a way to maintain emotional equilibrium and respond to life's challenges with wisdom and calm. Engage in regular mindfulness practices, such as meditation or journaling, to deepen your understanding of yourself and to cultivate a more compassionate and resilient mindset. By regularly checking in with yourself and reflecting on your experiences, you can foster a more authentic connection with your inner self. The relationships we cultivate with others can significantly impact our self-perception. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and support you, and seek out relationships that encourage your growth and authenticity. Stoicism teaches us the value of mutual support and kindness, both towards ourselves and others. Nurture relationships that align with your values and contribute positively to your well-being. By fostering positive connections, you create a supportive environment that reinforces your sense of self-worth and encourages personal growth. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can enhance your overall sense of self-worth and contentment. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives, even in the face of adversity. By cultivating a gratitude practice, you shift your focus from what's lacking to what you already have. Take time each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for. This simple practice can help you maintain a positive outlook and reinforce your appreciation for the journey of self-discovery and growth. Conclusion. In conclusion, loving yourself is a profound and ongoing journey that requires dedication, patience, and mindfulness. By integrating Stoic principles into your daily life, you can build a foundation of self-love that supports you through life's challenges and triumphs. Remember, self-love is not about perfection, but about embracing your true self with all its strengths and imperfections. It's about living authentically, practicing compassion, and cultivating resilience. By committing to this path, you open up a world of possibilities for a richer, more fulfilling life. Thank you for joining me today on this exploration of self-love through Stoic wisdom. I hope you found these insights valuable and inspiring. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's continue this journey of growth and self-discovery together. Until next time, stay resilient, stay authentic, and keep embracing the wisdom of Stoicism in your life.